My roommate didn't know I was gay until he walked in on me. Now he's acting weird as hell, and I don't know if it's homophobia or something else. I, 23M, have been living with my roommate Tyler, 24M, for about 8 months. We found each other through a mutual friend who was like, "Y'all are both chill, not psycho, and clean. You'll get along." And we did, instantly. Tyler's one of those sporty, laid-back bros who drinks protein shakes and always smells faintly like Axe and laundry detergent. He's straight, or at least that's what he says. I'm gay, out, proud, but not loud, meaning I don't walk into rooms waving a rainbow flag, but I'm also not hiding shit. I just never brought it up to him directly because, honestly, it never felt necessary. Until last week, Tyler walked in on me, getting absolutely railed by this guy I met on Grindr. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. We were in my room, door closed, but not locked, middle of the action. Music playing, things were being said, bodies were being used, moaning, headboard thumping, and then BM, my door opens and Tyler's just standing there, holding a ing Chipotle bag. Eyes wide, frozen, like a deer watching two wolves bone. I yelled, "Bro, get out." He said nothing, just backed out and shut the door. After the guy left, I waited in the kitchen to explain. Tyler walked in, didn't look at me, and just said, "All good, man." But not all good, because after that, everything got weird. For the next few days, he avoided me, like full-on ghost mode. Didn't chill in the living room. Didn't ask me to play COD. Would leave the apartment when I was home, come back when I was asleep. I texted him like, "Hey, we good?" He replied, "Y'all all just busy." But I know busy, and this wasn't busy. This was I saw you getting dick down, and now I'm spiraling. I started wondering if he was secretly homophobic, or worse, if he was questioning himself. Because then he started doing things that made me go, "Wait, what exactly is going on here?" Here's what I mean. He started walking around shirtless again, like extra shirtless. Oiled up, flexing, post-shower towel drop levels of shirtless. He kept asking me random-ass questions like, what makes a guy good in bed? Do guys usually know their role? Or is it a vibe thing? Excuse me? He'd sit real close to me on the couch. Our legs would touch. He never used to care. But now he'd look down at where we were touching and wouldn't move away. And then he asked me, out of nowhere, "Do you think I pull on Grindr?" I choked on my water. I said, "Why do you care?" He said, "Just curious." Sir, curious is doing a BuzzFeed quiz. This is a crisis. Then it happened. We were watching a movie one night. He was laying back, shirtless, buzzed from beer, and said, "That dude in the movie has a nice ass." Objectively. I said, "Uh-huh." Then he looked at me and goes, "Yours is better though." I stared at him. He smiled, and I realized this man might not be homophobic at all. He might be horny. So I finally confronted him that I asked him, "Do you have a problem with me being gay? Or do you have a problem with how much you liked what you saw?" He froze, turned red, then laughed like I was joking. I wasn't. He sighed and finally said, "I didn't know that you were, gay." I said, and he said, "I didn't think it'd make me feel weird, but it did. Not in a bad way. Just I started thinking about shit I've never thought about before." I waited. He added, "And yeah, I thought about you. Not just once." There it was. He stood up and said, "I'm not trying to mess with your head. I don't know what I am right now." Then he left. Didn't come home that night. We finally talked again. He said he's not ready to define himself, but he doesn't want to ruin our friendship. I told him I'm not here to be anyone's experiment, but I do care about him. And if he ever wants to talk, I'm here. Now, we're kinda in this weird limbo. We hang out again, but it's different. There's tension underneath every word. He's thinking things he won't say. He hasn't brought it up again, and neither have I. But sometimes he looks at me like he's still picturing that night. Reddit. What the hell do I do with this? Do I wait for him to figure his shit out? Do I distance myself before I catch feelings? Or do I just accept that some friendships get weird when lines blur? And sometimes you never fully come back from that? Because now, I don't know if he's my best friend or the one that got away. Let me know that if you haven't read part 1. Go do that. It'll make this all hit harder. But in short, I'm 23M. My roommate, Tyler, 24M, very much questioning. Walked in on me mid-hookup, started acting weird, then confessed that he's thought about me in ways he didn't expect. Then dipped. No label. No clarity. I said I wasn't here to be anyone's test drive. I meant it. But here's what happened after. A few nights ago, we were both home. Rare lately. I was watching Netflix in the dark, hoodie on, snacks in lap, trying to pretend my heart wasn't chewing itself up. He came in, sat down next to me without saying a word. We watched for like 10 minutes in silence. Then he said, "Do you ever regret it? Being gay?" I paused. Then I said, "Not for one fucking second." He just nodded, then leaned over and kissed me. Not like a joke, not like a curiosity test. A real, slow, deliberate kiss. And I let it happen for maybe 5 seconds. Then I pulled back and said, "Tyler, you need to be sure before you do shit like that. I'm not going to be your secret or your confusion." He looked wrecked. He whispered, "I'm trying, man. I'm trying to understand what this means." I said, "Figure it out before you drag me through it again." The next morning, he was gone. Took his car, left a note. I need to get my head straight. Not ghosting, just thinking. 2 days of silence. Then he came back. And what he said at the kitchen table changed everything. He walked in, hair messy, bags under his eyes, and said, "I talked to my brother. He came out last year. I told him everything. About the kiss. About you. About how I think I've been lying to myself for a long time." I didn't say anything. I just listened. Then he looked at me and said, "I'm bi. I think I always knew, but I buried it. And now, I know I want you." My heart dropped, because this was everything I wanted to hear, right? Except it didn't feel right anymore. I said, "Tyler, I spent the last month thinking I was crazy. You pulled away. You flirted. You kissed me. You left. You kissed me again. You left again. That hurts, man." He nodded, eyes glassy. I said, "I believe you, and I'm proud of you, but I don't think I'm the right person for you to figure this out with. Not after everything." His eyes watered. He whispered, "I get it." And just like that, we both realized this was goodbye. Not as roommates, not even as friends, but as two people who loved each other in different ways at the wrong time that we hugged. A real long, quiet hug. The kind you give someone when you know it's the last one. And I told him, "You'll be okay. You'll find your people. But I can't be the first chapter in your coming out story. That role breaks people." He nodded. He moved out 2 days later. Left me a keychain with both our initials on it. I still have it.so. Yeah. This is the final update. We kissed twice. We said everything we could. We walked away with respect. It hurts, but also healed something. Because now I know I'm not imagining things. I'm not delusional. He felt it too. But sometimes the person you want isn't meant to be your person. Sometimes they're just a mirror that makes you see yourself more clearly. To everyone who commented on part 1. Thank you. Seriously, I read every single message. From the ones calling out red flags to the ones sharing their own straight guy confusion stories. You made me feel less alone. Reddit is weird as hell, but y'all gave me clarity when I didn't even ask for it. So thank you. And if you're out there questioning, scared, or confused, just know you're allowed to take your time. But don't drag someone else's heart through the mud while you figure it out. Peace out, broken heart, red heart fire.